So today I received a new lens and I don't really know too much about it. I've decided to go into this review a little blind. So this video really has no expectations. What I can tell you is that it is from SIRUI. It's 16mm and has an aperture of f1.2. And the big thing about this, the only thing I really know, is that it's an autofocus lens. I've worked with SIRUI before. Last year we worked on their Cine lens, the Nightwalker lens. And so this year they've sent me this. So together in this video, we are going to be taking photos and we are going to be taking videos. We're going to see how well this thing performs and see if it's any good. Just a quick note to say all the photos and the videos in this video were made on the Fujifilm X-H2S and that SIRUI are not paying me to make this review. These opinions are my own. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel.
And now the sun is on the hood and the wilderness is just, it's all I have to trust. I've been waiting for so long. The kettle waits and won't, or the furnace full of wood. I've been waiting for so long. Axe is at the root.
So as you can see, I've taken it to a few places. I've shot a fair amount of photos and taken as much video as I can. And here are my thoughts. I'm going to break this down into 4 categories. Things I like, things I don't like, who's it for, and would I recommend it? So these are the things I like. The first thing is the weight and the build quality. This thing for an f-stop of 1.2 is particularly light. It's only 400 grams. And similarly to other 16mm lenses, this is considerably small. It's been perfect to kind of go around the streets for a while. I haven't felt that it's encumbered my work. It's been really nice to use. I like the autofocus. It's good. It's not great, but that could be a Fujifilm issue. We have had some firmware kind of updates that have led us to not great autofocus lately. So I don't know really where we're at with that. But for the price, which we'll get to in a minute, it's pretty good. The image quality is decent. I really like it. I'm not hugely keen on the bokeh, but I have read online after doing some more research about this lens that people are kind of split. So I urge you to go and review maybe my footage again or someone else's to see whether, you know, this is your preferred bokeh. And the thing I like the most is the price. Coming in at only 319 bucks while recording this video, this is actually a bargain. I don't know where you're gonna get a lens this fast and this cheap online. They are all the things that I like. Some of the things I don't like about this lens is that it doesn't have an aperture ring. The focus ring is lovely, but it is a focus by wire, and so probably something that I'm not gonna use. But I would use an aperture ring. I don't know why there are lenses out there that don't have aperture rings. For me, they're more essential than the focus ring if you're using this just as an autofocus lens. Obviously you need both. That's a silly thing to say, but on my lenses, I love an aperture ring. So SIRUI put an aperture ring on this thing. It's not my favorite looking lens. It's not like the Nightwalker lens. I love the look of that lens. That really was a beautiful thing to look at and take around. It looked like a cinema lens and something I enjoyed having on my camera. This does, in my opinion, look a little bit like a budget lens. However, it's not the worst, and there are definitely other lenses that I've owned and played with that look much worse. So not a massive concern, but yeah, I prefer the Nightwalker if we're choosing lenses. Who is this for? This lens is, I think, for videographers. Videographers probably just starting out, wanting to shoot in low light at night. This is the 16mm, but there is a 72mm that has been released with this. There's actually 5 lenses in the whole Sniper range, ranging from 16 all the way to 72. Go check them out. And I think if you're seriously thinking about getting into filmmaking and videography, the SIRUI lenses are a great place to start, and you're gonna get all your focal lengths if you've got all 5 of them. All the ones you kind of really need. They're all at f1.2, so you can really shoot in all conditions, especially if you're shooting on something like Fuji, where it has an APS-C sensor. For photographers, I wouldn't say this is a must. It's a little soft, especially at 1.2, and the sharpness isn't quite there if you're comparing it to a Fuji or Sigma lens. For me, this is for videographers who are just starting out and really wanting to immerse themselves into filmmaking and making films. And the last question is, would I recommend it? I would recommend it, but like I said, I'd recommend it for those videographers who are just starting out. I think if you're a hybrid shooter and you need lenses for filming, I think this is a good buy. Again, it's really, really well priced. You can spend thousands on very good cinema lenses, but if you're a hybrid shooter and you're not going to be using it that much, it's just going to gather dust. So I think if you want to get the odd, low light shot outside, this is your lens. This is the one you should go to. So all in all, I really like this. I think if you had a 60mm and the 72mm, you could really punch in with that 72 and get your wides with the 16. I've had a huge amount of fun playing with this, and I love some of the photos I grabbed with it, especially in low light. But SIRUI, just sort out that aperture ring. That really would make it more appealing for me. Let me know what you think.